What's up, crackheads? So it's been a while since I've done a review, like a month I think, since Man of Steel came out. So yeah, I need to do this review, and I'm gonna do it now. Oh yeah! The Wolverine. Okay, The Wolverine is the story of the Wolverine, played by Hugh Jackman, and chronologically, this is the latest one. You had X-Men Origins was the first one, then you had X-Men First Class, then X-Men 1, 2, 3, then this one. A Days of Future Past, the new X-Men movie that comes out next year, will be after this one. So, we already know who the character is by now and everything, and this is just a solo film with Hugh Jackman. Now, there's a couple flashbacks in dream sequences to events that happened in X-Men 3, but overall it wasn't that important. I didn't think it was that important, and actually, that was kind of one of the parts of the movie I felt like they could have left out, were the flashbacks. But this is all set in Japan, and Hugh Jackman's character, Wolverine, gets in touch with this person from, like, back in World War II that he saved his life when one of the bombs went off, and that guy wants to now, give Hugh Jackman, I keep saying Hugh Jackman, maybe it's because it really is Hugh Jackman, it's not Wolverine. He wants to give Wolverine the chance to be mortal and be able to die, and the trailer leads you into thinking that that's what the movie's about, like him wanting to become mortal again. But it's not. He doesn't want to become mortal, like, at all in the movie. It's more, there's different twists that go to it. So that was a little, oh, okay, it's different. Now, I'm going to not spoil anything here. There will be a few spoilers at the end, but I'll let you know. So, what did I think of the movie? Going in, I was expecting a really good movie. Chris Stuckman loved the movie. Jeremy Jahns loved the movie. The Flick Pick really liked it. The Schmoes really liked it. Like, it was getting really good ratings. And my friend Nehemiah Knox said it was awful. And I was like, dude, you're like the only person that said it was bad. I'm more on his side on this. I did not like the movie, which is really weird because out of the movie adaptations of comic book characters, it's Wolverine and Batman are tied. Now, this isn't like movie quality. This is like just the superhero. I love Wolverine. But I felt like this movie just wasn't good. My biggest issue with the movie was that he kind of, he loses his powers throughout the movie at certain times. You see that in the trailer. But it's like half the movie he doesn't have his powers, like his regeneration powers. Which kind of means you don't have a superhero for half the movie. And I hate it in movies when superheroes can't be superheroes. That's what I didn't like about Iron Man 3, is Iron Man's never in his good suit. He's always in his, prototype suit that doesn't have enough power and things are breaking. I didn't like that at all. I was like, get him in his good suit. I want to see, Iron Man. This same thing. I wanted to see Wolverine fight like Wolverine can, and he just never had that chance. And it was just kind of like, the first 20 minutes, the first hour was solid. I loved the first hour of this movie. Second 30 minutes was like, okay. And then the last 30 minutes was just trash. It was just like, oh, come on. Really? How cliche and how dumb. Like, it was just, there were things that it did that just weren't good. So, overall, I really didn't like Wolverine. I don't think I'll buy it. I'll probably watch it again, not in theaters unless it's matinee. Like, it's a fun time, because it's Wolverine. But it's by no means one of the best of the summer. Oh, no. Was it better than Man of Steel? No. And you know how much I didn't care for Man of Steel. So, it's probably below Man of Steel. Now, if I watch it again, I might think differently, but just not a fan, which is very disappointing. However, the end credit scene. Stay for the end credit scene. I'll talk about that in just a minute. But make sure you stay, because it's awesome. That was probably the best part of the movie. Let's talk about some of the supporting characters and the villain. The villain is Viper, I think is her name. She's stupid. Like, she is just dumb. And every good movie has a great villain. And it just didn't. There was no real villain. You don't know who was the bad guy in this movie. By the end of the movie, you're like, were they all bad guys? Or none of them? Or what? And so I didn't like that. There was no solid villain. The supporting characters I thought were pretty good. I liked the girl in it, the redheaded girl, lady, whatever. And then I liked his girlfriend. She was kind of the main character in the movie, really. They were okay. They were good. Nothing special, though. And there was no other person in this movie that I was like, they were awesome. And you really need that second character, usually a villain, to just be that, yeah, that was a great character. That held the movie. Nothing held the movie. So that was kind of weak. The story was just pretty bland. It was pretty predictable. Really predictable, actually. I knew exactly what was coming. it felt like, and I'm not good at predicting movies. If you know me, you know I'm really bad at predicting movies. But this was just so predictable. And so it was kind of lame. So overall, I'm going to give the Wolverine, I'll give it a 6 out of 10. It'll be a fresh tomato. If I was to be a Rotten Tomatoes critic, I'd say, yeah, it was a good movie. It was a lot of fun, but it wasn't, maybe a 6 out of 10. I mean, I'll say right at 6 out of 10. So there you go. It's a fun time to watch, and some people loved it, so I'm not going to say don't watch it. It's really kind of just shallow. It's shallow. So let me know what you thought of X-Men Wolverine, the Wolverine, if you saw it. Do you like Hugh Jackman as Wolverine? Do you want to see somebody else play him? I personally love him as Wolverine. I never want him to change. But let me know, what's your favorite comic book movie of the year so far? There have been quite a few. You had Iron Man 3. You had Man of Steel. This one. I think there's been a couple others, but there's also Kick-Ass 2 coming out. Thor 2. Captain America 2. So which one are you most looking forward to? Was it one of the ones that already came out? Let me know in the comments below. I'm probably going to come out with a Dexter review for seasons 1 through 3 or 4. Hopefully today or tomorrow, but don't count on that. I keep promising people like the Q&A and it's not coming, but you know, things will happen. I say stuff and it doesn't get done because the things come up. So let me know below what movie you're most looking forward to comic book wise this year or already happened. Okay, that's enough rambling. Okay, bye. Peace. Okay, so now I'm going to talk spoilers real quick. The suit at the end. The big adamantium suit with the guy in it. Like, how cliche is that? We all knew that that was coming. Like, what? Like, that was dumb. And, he can't regenerate power, right? Halfway through this movie. But yet when his claws come out and go back in, it doesn't bleed. It seals back up every time. It's like, that was a big error. Big mistake. He gets shot multiple times and he's not bleeding out. Now, somebody did say that he still has adamantium bones, so the bullets aren't going to go through. Yes, but you still bleed a lot, and he wasn't bleeding that much later in the movie, and things like that. I wanted to see him really kick butt and just go wild on people. He never really did. I'm not really spoiler talk here, but Days of Future Past. Let's talk about that. The clip at the end. Wolverine's walking in the airport, and Magneto shows up, and everybody's frozen around with him. And so right there you're like, oh, Magneto's not the only one, because when people are frozen, that means Xavier. And Magneto says, we need your help because the humans are creating something that'll kill all mutants. Wolverine's like, why would I trust you? And he's like, you wouldn't. And then Xavier rolls up and says, we need your help, kind of deal. So they're working together again. It looks awesome. The posters, oh my goodness, I'm going to post the posters right here. Just look at these real quick. You have the old Magneto and the young Magneto is inside the X, and the same with Xavier. Those are fantastic. Like, it looks awesome. And it shows how much they look alike. Michael Fassbender looks exactly like Ian McKellen. Like, you can't really tell it's a different person, except it looks younger. Awesome. Oh, and subscribe. Right here. Click it. Please. Right now. Click it. Gosh, you guys are... Just click the button. Okay, bye.